This is the most important video that I've made so far. This is the most important subject to know about. So here it is, the part of us that runs our lives, our subconscious mind. If you can understand and harness the power of your own subconscious mind, you'll be in complete control of your life in every way possible. There have been countless authors, speakers, scientists, sages, and the like that have been trying to express the importance of guarding the door of your mind and trying to think positive. All because they understood that the power of the mind and the power of thought is the most powerful force that exists. The disconnect is that most of these people failed to communicate how exactly we're supposed to regain control over the drunken monkey, which we call our mind. How is it possible to control every thought if we average 60,000 of them? It sounds exhausting, if not impossible. I'm here to tell you that it is possible, and unfortunately, yes, it is quite exhausting at times as well. But it is far less exhausting and draining than living that life on the roller coaster of up and down, back and forth, and round and round. Most of us are walking around completely blindfolded, reacting to the world around us rather than responding to it. We live like vines that have no direction or structure to climb, so we just become a complicated, twisted up mess and get tangled up with one another until we can't tell each other apart. We lose all sense of who we really are. But if you allow me to teach you, I can help you reprogram your subconscious mind with beliefs that will support the life that you've always dreamed of. I can teach you to find your purpose and your path so you can grow straight up out of those vines like a tree. So how do we do it? First, we must begin to understand how it works. The subconscious mind is like a foundation of a building. Whatever we lay down first is what we build from. And when we're born, we're 100% subconscious minds. We've got no programming yet. We are completely susceptible to our environment and are formed into who and what we are by that very environment. The same way a dry sponge thirstily absorbs the water it is placed in, when we're born, our subconscious mind is desperate to figure things out so we can get an idea of what the heck is going on. So it readily sucks up any information it is exposed to. We have no intuition of what is right or wrong at this point, so all the information is true. And the truest information is that which has more emotion or feeling attached to it. So if you hear your mother talk, you're going to pick up some things from her. But if she is screaming hysterically in your face, all that information becomes a lot more important, and it's going to stand out in your unlimited memory bank more prominently. These more important memories are what we build upon to create our perspective of ourselves and the world around us. So the first place we must look is our foundation of beliefs about the world and who we are. And the best place to look for these is in what I like to call our thorn. Have you ever heard someone say, "Don't even go there with me"? Well, if you want to reprogram your subconscious mind so you can finally be happy and have a wonderful experience of life, you're going to have to go there. You don't have to relive the old painful experiences, but you do have to learn from them. The fact that people say or feel "don't go there" is because they have yet to learn their lesson from that painful experience that happened. When we run from our pain, our wounds never heal. And as I walk the streets out there, I see a world filled with bruised up, battered, bleeding victims that have everything they need to heal and grow, but they just can't see what is right in front of their faces. They can't see it because there's yet to be invented a mirror that can be looked at to show us where we went wrong. Well, we went wrong when we avoided, escaped, ran from, and numbed our pain. Our pain is what gives us our passion. Our pain can be our greatest teacher. And I truly believe that if you learn every lesson thrown your way and face your pains consistently, they'll become very few, very far between. And you'll be considered one of those people who live a charmed life, or considered to be lucky by those who do not understand these laws and concepts. Whatever they say, though, will not matter to you, because you will already be one of the happiest, most fulfilled, joyful people in the world. So let's go over exactly what is the subconscious, what's in there, and how it works. Do you know how to drive, or write, or swim, or walk? Well, at one point you did not. Can you remember when you were first learning to do these things? It was pretty tough, right? But after hours and hours of practice, you got it. Now, you can ride a bike and talk on the phone while chewing gum. All of those things you practiced and learned are stored in your subconscious mind. It stores all the information you need to know about doing these things, so you don't have to expend any energy or effort on them. Another amazing talent of the subconscious mind is that it has the ability to focus your attention on those things which are most important to you. There is basically an unending supply of things happening around us at every moment, and it would be absolutely impossible to pay attention to all these things at once. We have a part of our subconscious mind that is called the Reticular Activating System, or the RAS. Have you ever been in a crowd of people and all of a sudden spotted a friend or acquaintance amongst a sea of faces? or heard your name spoken in a noisy room full of people talking, or after buying a new car, you see the car everywhere you look? Well, that's the RAS doing its job. It has a list you made for it with all the thoughts and ideas that you put more emotion into, and it goes up and down that list trying its best to point out those things it can pick out in the environment. It is really an amazing tool that most of us have no idea exists. But the downside is that it does not discriminate between positive and negative. So if you tell it to, it'll point out all the nasty, scary, depressing things for you. One great example is the times when we've had a bad day. Everything just seems to go wrong. The real problem is that everything is not going wrong. You're making it happen with your RAS. For example, you wake up, you stub your toe right out of bed, and it puts you in a bad mood from the get-go. Then you spill coffee on the white shirt you just finished ironing, so now you're going to be late for work. This puts you in an even worse state, and then you start to begin to think, well, what else can go wrong? This then sends the daily duty to your RAS, and it begins to look for things going wrong. And that is what you will experience, because your RAS makes you pay attention to just those things that are wrong to you. What I am going to teach you is how to eliminate those deep beliefs that control your intentions and direct your attention through your reticulating activating system. I will teach you how to reprogram your subconscious mind so you can stop focusing your energy on what is wrong and begin to create the life that is right for you. I could talk a lot more about the subconscious mind and how it works, but let's leave it at that. I gave you a good foundation. If you feel like you are having difficulty understanding this, please contact me. This is very, very important information. It is very important that everybody understands what the subconscious mind is and how it works. Let's do this. Let's program ourselves to live the lives we deserve.